Hey everybody, I'm Daphne. This is my sister Andrea.
Hey.
And it's been a while, but we wanted to share with you what our experience was in the last 2 weeks. We both had COVID-19 and we are happy and smiling right now and alive and thriving, but that was not the case for the past 2 weeks. It's been a lot of ups and downs, and we just thought we'd just take a few minutes and tell you what it's like, what our experience has been. And we haven't really...
This is day 11, so I think this is the first day we're completely symptom-free. The first week was definitely the hardest.
Yeah, so even though we have lingering coughs, and the doctor said that our sense of smell and taste being gone might be for months or forever. We don't really know about that. And
terrible.
Yeah, that really sucks. And we're gonna it was hard for me to realize what it feels like to not be able to smell or taste. How about you?
Yeah, it was the weirdest experience. And it's probably good, because then I couldn't taste any sweets, so I didn't crave them as much.
I know. It's just so weird how texture becomes really, really important when you can't taste anything. And I mean, I've heard people say they can't taste before, but I never was able to cognitively wrap my mind around what that would be like, and especially smell.
Yeah.
I can't smell fresh air. We're outside.
Still can't smell anything.
Yeah, can't smell anything at all. People were, anyway.
This cupcake looks so good, but I can't smell it at all.
Andrea's birthday's coming up, and this is a blueberry cupcake I got for her. Is that edible?
No, it's not chocolate. It's not edible.
That was the sticker on top. Oh my goodness.
The blueberries are edible, though.
Yeah. Can you taste the blueberry?
Yeah, a little bit.
Happy early birthday.
Thank you.
So the funny thing is that we traveled across the whole entire country, from California to Washington, D.C. here, and we were careful, we wore masks, we didn't get sick at all.
Yeah, we made it so long.
So long, and we didn't get sick. And then here at home, within 5 minutes from home, we get sick.
Yeah.
So,
but
where do we start in telling them what it was like? I don't even know.
I actually knew I had it before I had any symptoms, because someone from my soccer team told me she was sick. And so I had these little at-home tests, the instant tests I could take, and so I was like, oh, I'll just take it just to be safe. Yeah. I took it, and it was positive, and I was so disappointed, but I also thought it was just, I couldn't be right. And then, of course, the next morning I woke up, and I had a stuffy nose, and I was like, oh no. That was the beginning, and I started feeling sicker the next few days after that. Mm-hmm. For me, it was a lot of sinus problems. I had terrible pressure and pain, and just very tired, a lot of congestion, but I never had a cough, and I never had a fever. So that was good. Hers was completely different. Yeah,
that's the most fascinating thing about this all, because we have the same blood type, where we have 50% DNA, we're sisters, and we got it from the same person probably, or from that strain, and we had such different symptoms. Actually, we have a lot of overlapping symptoms, but overall, if you would have seen and heard us, we probably sounded and looked differently at different times. I think mine came on a little bit later.
What were your symptoms?
Well, mine was more extreme pain and body aches, and you had a fever at one point, right?
No, never had a fever.
Okay. I had a slight fever for a little bit. It would go, and mine were very, very up and down, so I would feel really, really horrible, and just, I could barely get out of bed to go to the bathroom at sometimes, and then other times I would be like, oh, I think I'm getting better, maybe it's all in my head. For a long time, I was like, is this all in my head? And then bam, I'd be so ill I thought I needed to go to the hospital, and then I was like, nope, this is not in my head, and this is real.
Well, you didn't eat for like 3 days, and she
Yeah.
had terrible nausea.
Yeah, and then at one point, one day I could barely keep water down. I would keep throwing up everything, even water, and my whole body hurt. And I had pretty much had every symptom in the book that you could think of, except I was lucky. I sounded like I had a really bad cough, and I still, once in a while, you'll hear it because it's still probably, what do you call it, irritated from it. But it sounded like a really congestion. But I've had pneumonia before and coughs a lot in my life, and it actually wasn't as really deep in my chest. It was more like, I can almost feel it coming on right here. It was almost like right here, and it would just like inflame a lot, and then it would come as fast as it would go. Like I would have a lot of coughing, and then it would be gone, and then I would be like, oh, I think I'm getting better. I had and also the funny thing about it is that it affects the brain. I had a lot of ups and downs in my mood too, like depression, that comes along with a lot of pain. And then euphoria, when I start to feel better, it was, you know how when you feel after you get better and it feels like
right now.
really good. Like right now, I feel really good, really happy. I went to to get some coffee for the first time. I don't usually drink coffee, but I wanted to see if I could taste it, which I can't, but I can taste the bitterness, a tiny bit of the bitterness. I think 95% of my taste and smell is gone, but I can taste a tiny bit, and it's almost like feeling it rather than tasting. But anyway, what else should we tell them?
So we've learned a lot from this,
Yeah.
which is that we know nothing about COVID, and it can affect everyone differently.
Yeah.
And none of the people that we came in contact with got sick at all. So that's great, and thank goodness.
Yeah.
But it seems to be kind of selective about who it takes and who it doesn't.
It's so weird because we were healthy, and half the people that we know that got exposed got it, and half of them didn't, and it was pretty random.
Yeah.
So, should we continue or start a new video when it comes to the taste tests? So
I think
I'm gonna like
a new one now.
Yeah, we're gonna start a new video. So watch our next video, and we're gonna do taste tests. Love you, bye.